trying to get that thing going, and that thing just acting up like it always does. But y'all know what it is. Ah. It's called technical difficulty, dog. They always be trying to get in my way, trying to get in the middle of my flow, but you can't stop it. All right. Family, once again, it's time for the family meeting. It's time for the family meeting. We back once again. Your boy King Noah. Can't stop. Won't stop. I ain't, listen, that used to be a good ad lib, you know. Back in the 90s, music was good, but y'all, it's the King Noah family meeting. Empowerment, edutainment, addiction relief, mental assistance, whatever it is you are missing, you need, you lacking, it is here for you. God is here for you. I am here for you. So we are celebrating because this is the third episode of the family meeting. We're going to do 100 episodes. Just in case there's I think in the near future, there's going to be an information blackout. I believe now Trump does some things right, he does some things wrong. He already changed in history. He erased in history. So there's going to be an information blackout in the future. And if you don't have some of this knowledge saved and stored to go back and reference, it's not going to be available. So anyway, as you know, we are at war. The United States is at war with the Middle East or whatever. I ain't getting into that. All I'm telling you is be on high alert. Whoever we bomb, they got people here. People from every country is here. That's what make America great. Every country is represented in here, moving right along. So this is the third episode of the family meeting. And within these couple of weeks, we already picked up a partner. We picked up a partnership with addiction recovery place called Fountain of Hope. They have resources available. They have beds available. They have counselors available. If you need help with mental health, if you need help with any type of addiction, call the Fountain of Hope. It's in the greater Metro East area. Fountain of Hope, the number is 865-316-8033. Again, we have partnered with the Fountain of Hope, trying to reach out and speak to some of the people who might have issues with addiction. It is Fountain of Hope, 865-316-8033. Now, I'm so happy. Remember, I don't know if y'all was here last week, but I don't do no comments. I'm not finna read and teach at the same time. So, I asked God, what can I say in the beginning of the show to let people know how I feel about their comments, okay? Now, if you're saying something good and positive, good to you. God gonna bless you for being a blessing to the messenger. But if you on that, that's what I'm saying. First, let me set the foundation. Only God can judge me. Your hate is motivation. Fuel for the fire. The devil is a liar. God holds the key to my true heart's desire. Lord, take me higher. Over by wire and open in jail cells. County orange, prison blues. Destined because of drug sales. Mistakes I was born to make was mine. I'm soon to take. Divide and conquer one by one for his name's sake. I took all that time to let you know. When you hate, you only motivate me. You ever seen the enemy in the movie when they shoot it? Every time they shoot, it gets stronger. And when you shoot arrows at me, it make my chest go like this. You hate on me. When you try to block my way, I just get stronger and I get more angels behind me. So, again, to set the foundation, only God can judge me. Your hate is motivation. Thank you. I love being motivated. It's hard motivating myself all the time. I need you. I need your hate. I need your comments. I need all that energy because I'll turn it into power. Anyway, moving right along. Family. We are running out of time. But I have to share with you. I was going to do my Morpheus, but I done got on to something else because Ain't no time to play, y'all. This is serious times. It's people getting killed every day. They keep talking about the school that got blown up in Iran with the kids. I'm like this. What about the 30,000 people y'all killed 2 weeks ago for protesting? That broke my heart. I ain't gonna lie. I'd shed a tear. 30,000 people got gunned down for protesting. Yeah, Judgment Day. That's what, if y'all don't believe it, I ain't into politics, but God using Trump to settle some disagreements. Because God could use a rock. He don't need you. God could use a tree. So God could use a bush. Anyway, we at war, y'all. So I need y'all to be aware, be saving, not spending. What if, over there in Israel, they ain't got no internet right now? What would you do if you didn't have no internet right now? What would you do? You lose your damn mind. Learn, save some information. Learn how to think ahead and prepare for possible gas shortages, possible electricity shortages. What are you gonna do if the grocery store ain't getting their trucks? What you gonna do if they cut off our diesel? Like, you know what I'm saying? I think that's why Trump was pushing so hard. We need to make our own diesel here. So they cut off the diesel, we ain't got no gas anyway. Just be mindful. We are at war with another country. And so watching that, because they people here. It's whoever we at war with, their people are already here and could set it off at any time. So y'all need to, these ain't normal go about your day, everything okay. You get blown the hell up. Watch your surroundings, watch your energy, and it's good if you're in tune with the universe because you get a warning ahead of time. That's what the Bible says. Moving right along. Okay, once again, if you did not know, so if you don't know, this time, so I can't be distracted, so I can't feel your negative energy. I said something in front of my screen, well, I can't even see the comments. If you have something to say to me, why don't you DM me later or something? But I can't even see it. Oh! But to anybody who is reaching out, saying, hey, I love you, each one of y'all make this valuable. I just can't read the comments because ignorant stuff, I have a problem with the ignorant. That is lack of knowledge. It's not negative. Anyway, gotta keep it going. All right, family. What I need, we're gonna just do one tip. I need some of y'all, because I'm having problems with people of my past. They want to be involved with my present, and I refuse because they still wishy-washy people. What's wishy-washy people? Somebody who say, hey, I'm gonna come by there Monday, and they don't come. And then when you see them Wednesday, they be like, oh, something came up. Well, you couldn't let me know you wasn't coming. So they don't respect you or your time and your energy. So now, if you don't respect me and my time and my energy, you get you call my number, that mother go, do. The person you were trying to reach, I don't play no more games with time, energy, or none of that. So when you, the only part in Scarface that I love is he said, the only thing I have in this world is my balls and my word. And he's the only, that's the only person that was willing to die for their word. Even though it was a movie, I could learn from anything. I learned from that movie. Your word gotta mean something. And right now, in these times, in these days, word is a trick now. Your word is a manipulation tool. I ain't gonna lie. Biggest example of word being manipulated, I ran on TV complaining, how y'all gonna bomb us when we in the middle of peaceful negotiations? That's because the time we in right now, people pretend to be peaceful negotiate, and behind your back, they blowing you the hell up. Ain't no such thing as peaceful negotiation. Ain't no such thing as a trusted word. Trump just proved that on the highest level, the person who's supposed to be most accountable, that might be his biggest downfall. He used his good faith word to backdoor somebody. Now, Being from St. Louis, I would have saw it coming. Because St. Louis is the backdoor capital of the world. I ain't never seen the level of backdoor that I've seen in St. Louis. For an example, one day I was installing a car on my radio. I was installing a radio in my car. I ran in the house to pee really fast and ran outside. Radio was gone. Another time, the capital of the backdoor, St. Louis, I was installing an amp in my trunk and I had to hook the remote wire in the fuse box. The time it took for me to go under my hood and put the remote wire in, I went back to my trunk, the amp was gone. So, if you grow up in St. Louis, you know how to watch your back or you do not survive. You know how to watch your stuff or you do not have nothing anyway. But this is my city. Trump trying to make America great again. I'm trying to make the hood great again. Because it's my people's that. You know what I'm saying? One thing we hate about our black stars, as soon as they get some money, as soon as they get something, pew, they go. They ain't finna be around you people. I ain't finna do that. I'm finna build St. Louis, my city. I'm finna build this city. The best of my ability, be the best steward that God made me. Anyway, moving right along. Family, have a made up mind. Be about your word. You can start today. On this day, I'm going to do what I say. Just think about what you say. Or if you open your mouth and say, oh, yeah, I'm going to take you, and you know you can't, say, hey, I made a mistake. Learn how to say, I made a mistake, family. Learn how, you're not perfect. The sooner you learn that, see, I used to do the same thing. You make a mistake, you keep going, hope nobody notice. It comes back. Everything you do comes back. Every seed you sow comes back. Why not take your time, sow good ones? If you mess up and sow a bad one, back up, dig up the dirt, start over. All right, I keep going. So we want to talk about a conviction I felt, which was God told me he wants to see more of himself in me. God said he wants to look at me and see his reflection. And he says that he's doing that, but he's got a little fuzziness and distortion because of some of my personal habits. He can't see his full, clear picture. So I'm sharing that to say, I want to stop smoking cigarettes and marijuana. I'm going to meditate instead of fire. I used to have to smoke to calm down because I was so full of vigor and full of energy and whatever excuse I had. That's all it is an excuse. But I want to do it in public. I want to do it with the people. Let's stop smoking together. Let's be healthy together. Because like all of the medicine and technology we got now with all the hospitals and stuff, what if that wasn't available? What if you had to be your own doctor? What if you had to nurse your own wounds? So, hey, how about this? Every family, make sure you got a first aid kit in your house. And you want to take it to the next level because we in war, possible internet energy interruptions. Buy one of them new walkie-talkies that go from here to your mama house in Vegas. So if your phone stop working, you can check on your mama, or you can check on your son or whatever. And maybe even think about buying a little, they sell them at Harbor Freight, a little small solar panel kit with a battery, maybe $100. But if your power don't work, at least you can charge the battery and charge your phone or plug up the TV or something. You know what I mean? Let the kids play, whatever. If we reach to that point where they at in Cuba, where they at in Venezuela, and they were all these places where they having energy issues, they ain't got no power. So solar energy is going to be our friend, family. Let's all learn about solar energy. Let's all at least buy one panel and one battery and understand how the sun charges the battery and the battery can charge my phone. Let's learn that this week. That's y'all assignment this week. Learn how to make one small solar system that can charge your phone if you had no power and maybe charge your light. All right, move right along. Oh, we made it to the daily script. So I've been moving. Let's go back. Because we got a partnership. And this partnership is important. Now, I met these people on my walk, and they was asking for donations, and I said, for what? They say we got a recovery center for veterans and anybody who suffered from addiction. I was like, then I was like, what you selling? They selling Rambo knives and give me a couple Rambo knives. I said, wilderness might be coming. I might have to kill me a rabbit. So I bought a couple Rambo knives and I talked to the man and he was talking about recovery. And I said, well, I said, guess what, sir? I'm a recovering addict. He said, no. I said, oh yeah. He said, how long? I said, I don't know. I didn't do it like y'all did it. But y'all from this day, I've been clean 32. No, I remember as soon as I let that crazy devil of a girl alone, I had no need for drugs. So I remember when last time I seen that girl, 2 Octobers ago. I said, well, I think that makes me 18 months. So I said, man, you know what? He was like, hey, if you know anybody who need help, who want to recover, give them my information. So if you need help with alcohol, you need help with whatever addiction, you need help with mental health, this place is free. You don't need no money. It's called the Fountain of Hope. The number is 865-316-8033. Fountain of Hope. 865-316-8033. And no, I did not go there. I just support anybody trying to help get y'all off drugs. Anybody to get your mind right. I support them. So, Fountain of Hope. Check it out. Now we get to the good part. That's the word, the daily script, baby. It's time for the daily script. Oh, I'll be on the voiceover soon. I'm on my way to California. I said it's time for the daily script. We're doing Matthew 9, 1 to 13. Matthew 9, 1 to 13. Jesus stepped into a boat, crossed over him, and came to his own town. Some men brought to him a paralyzed man lying on a mat. Then Jesus saw their faith. He said to the man, take heart, son, your sins are forgiven. At this, some of the teachers of the law said to themselves, this fellow is blaspheming. Knowing their thoughts, Jesus said, you hear what he said? Knowing their thoughts. They didn't say this. Jesus heard their thoughts. I had to stop here because when you get in line with Jesus, when you get in line with the universe, you can hear their thoughts. Anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about. Knowing their thoughts, Jesus said, why do you entertain such evil thoughts in your hearts? Which is easier to say, your sins are forgiven, or to say, get up and walk? But I want you to know that the Son of Man has authority on earth to forgive sins. Guess what? You are the Son of Man also. So he said to the paralyzed man, get up, take your mat, and go home. Then the man got up and went home. When the crowd saw this, they were filled with awe, and they praised God, who had given such authority to a man. As Jesus went from there, he saw a man named Matthew sitting at the tax collector's booth. Follow me, he told him. And Matthew got up and followed him. While Jesus was having dinner at Matthew's house, many tax collectors and sinners came and ate with him and his disciples. When the Pharisees saw this, they asked his disciples, why does your teacher eat with tax collectors and sinners? On hearing this, Jesus said, boy, this right here is my favorite verse. This is the verse that made me decide. I don't care what nobody say. I'm going in the streets to get my people. I don't care what nobody say. I'm going where I'm needed. This is what Jesus said. On hearing this, Jesus said, it is not the healthy who needs a doctor, but the sick. But go and learn what this means. I desire mercy, not sacrifice, For I have not come to call the righteous, but the sinners. Jesus said he ain't come here to call the righteous. He came to call the sinners. And I love that scripture because he came to call me. Because I was raised in Backdoor City. I was taught how to lie, steal, mistreat, manipulate, embezzle, you name it. Everything I was taught. I was taught in my city by my peers in high school. I was taught in my neighborhood. Matter of fact, the first crime I committed, I didn't want to commit it. Listen to this story. And my mom, when she hears it, she's going to die laughing. So we selling candy in high school. So I'm going door to door selling candy. I don't know, 13, 14, whatever. And I get to one of the neighbor's doors on the next block. And her keys are in the door. Instead of knocking on the door, I take her keys and I go back home. I don't do that, but I got her keys. I know she's going crazy. So I go to school the next day. I tell my friends, I got this lady keys. They was like, give them to me, give them to me. I was like, no. She said, man, come on, man, let's hit that. Now, we 14, 15, you understand? And I'm talking about Carter Ritter College Preparatory Catholic private school. Man, let's go hit that house. Let's get that house. I said, man, I ain't going in nobody's house. They said, man, give me the keys. He said, I give you $50 for them keys. Give me the address. We're going to go there with a U-Haul, clean them out. I said, no. They said, man, if you're not going to go in that house, give us some keys, like, or we're going to beat you down. You better go in that house, or we're going to beat you up. Take them keys and go in that house. I was like, okay, I'm going to do it tomorrow. So the next morning, instead of going to school, I went in a lady's house, just walked around. I ain't want to do nothing. I ate the lady's cereal, stole a cheap Walgreens watch, and left my school ID in her house. When I got home, my mama and the detectives was like, get in the car. I was like, what I do? I ain't do nothing. They was like, is this your ID? I said, yeah. And so when you left it in her house, so they took me to juvenile. Why? Because of my friends. I didn't want to do that. I was listening to my friends. So I say all that to say, the Bible told me to trust no man. You know what? I don't listen to nobody now. And I don't have no friends. I don't need no friends. I'm good. y'all ain't right, man. If I find some people who want to help the city, who love others, who want to help build God's people up, they'll be my friends. Until then, I'm good. I'm good. I'm going to stay gold. I'm going to be the Wiz. I'm going to be King Noah. And I'm coming every Sunday morning. Sunday. And I'll be in Hollywood doing commercials soon. You know, it's just been a matter of time. I had to get myself together. I love y'all. I do this for y'all. Y'all think this ain't easy. Y'all think it's easy. Friday, no. Thursday, I worked 8 in the morning to 9 at night. Friday, I worked 8 in the morning to 10 at night. Saturday, I worked 11 to 10 at night. And I still made sure this is possible. So you gotta be dedicated. You gotta have a made up mind. And I was tired, but when he says here, renew your strength, I'm ready to go run a marathon. And I only had a couple hours sleep. Guess what? I gotta work today again. 11 to 10. I don't know. I don't even care. I just show up, do my part. Show up, do your part. Be about your word. Each one, teach one, and love somebody. Stop hating. I love y'all. Till next week. Oh, this was good. Thank you. I love y'all. I can't say it enough. This was awesome. Until next week, family. Love y'all.